personal assistant job. And honestly, most applicants don't know what CEOs are looking for. But if you stick around, I'm gonna show you exactly how to stand out in the job market. Hi, I'm Jessica. I'm a high-level executive assistant, personal assistant. I work closely with executives, creatives, any CEOs, moguls, you name it. I've worked with them, and I even run my own business. So I've seen what works, what doesn't work when it comes to getting hired in this industry. So here are some key points that typically work for me and what I've seen that works for others when it comes to this job market. Okay, so we're gonna get right into it. And I have my notes, that's how I like to do it over here. We're not gonna waste any time. So the first tip would be your resume. You wanna highlight those skills. So if you have any tech skills, organization skills, problem solving, that would be key. So don't be shy, list them all out. Include measurable achievements. So if you manage executive calendars, multiple calendars, that's a plus. If you are coordinating 20 plus meetings weekly, you also want to highlight that as well. Keep it concise, clean, and professional. Okay, next would be some key points. So before the interview or even before you apply, make sure you research the executive and the company. Know their style, their priorities, their values. This will be key, especially if you are considering this role and you want to make sure it's going to be a good fit, of course, right? So make sure you are doing your research. Don't be afraid to go on their LinkedIn, their Instagram, read any articles to see if it will be a match for you first. Next, prepare star stories. Make sure you have common executive assistant or personal assistant questions. This will also be key, so you can tailor it to the executive needs or their personality. Next, you want to show your confidence, but you don't want to be arrogant. So think, I can handle this, and here's the proof. You want to show confidence, that is key. You want to walk in with your head high and say, I know I do a good job. Even if it's your first time doing this role, they don't have to know that. But if you show the confidence, that will make you stand out and possibly get you to the second or third round to the interviews. Okay, some additional tips would be to network, which is just as important as your resume. Make sure you're sending thoughtful messages through LinkedIn, you're attending any industry events, or even asking for informational interviews to learn insider tips. Another great point would be to have strong references. That has been a key for me, especially when it comes to getting the job, depending on what company you're working for, who you are interviewing with. So make sure you highlight your references, have those ready, and also even a reference letter. That tends to help you stand out as well. And here's a bonus tip. Share a little secret or a little known tip that has worked for you. So something like CEOs notice executive assistants or personal assistants who anticipates needs before being asked. So if you can demonstrate an attentive even before being asked, you immediately stand out. Okay, so in closing, tailor your resume, ace that interview or interviews, and network smart. These steps will help you stand out in the job market, especially when it comes to being an executive assistant or personal assistant for high-level individuals. If you're looking for more tips on how to excel in the executive or personal assistant world, make sure you hit the subscribe button. If you have a question or a comment, make sure you drop them in the comments. I read every single one of them, and I'll see you in the next video.